Smart Sea-Doo watercraft and jet boat riders know riding responsibly and safely is always more fun. Smart Sea-Doo watercraft and jet boat riders wear appropriate Coast Guard approved flotation devices, follow boating rules of the road, and never drink and ride. If you have friends who ride or are interested in riding, show them this safety instructional video and review the operator's guide and safety handbook for operating instructions. You'll be doing your part to ensure our sport remains safe and enjoyable. This video was produced using professional watercraft riders and filmed under ideal marine conditions. Remember, you are operating a Class A boat. Do not attempt any of the maneuvers performed in this video if they are beyond the level of your ability and your understanding and respect of the performance of your boat. Never jump the wake of another vessel or ride too close to the vessel or attempt to spray or splash others while riding. Use common sense and courtesy. Observe your local boating laws and regulations and read and follow all instructions in your operator's guide and safety handbook. Remember, always wear appropriate protective clothing, including an appropriate Coast Guard approved flotation device. Ride responsibly, respect the rights of others, and never drink and ride. Bombardier recognizes the importance of being a member of these organizations. It is by supporting their efforts that we share the industry-wide responsibility to promote the growth and safety of our sport. Bombardier suggests that you and other operators of your craft take an approved boating safety course. These courses are available through the Coast Guard, Power Squadron, Coast Guard Auxiliary, and state and local enforcement agencies. Have a safe ride. It is very important to Sea-Doo that you get full enjoyment from your watercraft or jet boat. That's why we've created this safety and instructional video, operator's guide, and a safety booklet. Be sure to review them carefully and understand them thoroughly. When you buy a new Sea-Doo watercraft or jet boat, you can be sure of getting all the fun that comes with an exceptional piece of marine technology. Speed, acceleration, and performance from a proven dependable Rotax marine power plant, the Bombardier Formula jet pump system, and a hull design that may have been copied but has never been equaled. You get the ability to do things you never thought a boat like this could do. Your Sea-Doo watercraft is sure to open up new worlds you've never experienced. Along with this fun, you also have a responsibility. The responsibility that comes with boat ownership. The first step in riding safely is understanding the basic principles behind your Sea-Doo watercraft. The heart of your Sea-Doo watercraft or jet boat is its Rotax marine engine. It powers the Bombardier Formula jet pump system. Water is drawn through this grate by the impeller, then forced out by the jet pump. Never place your hands, feet, clothing, hair, or other foreign objects where they can be drawn into the grate while the engine is running. It is very important that you do not allow foreign objects to be drawn in past the grate. So avoid riding in areas with less than 3 feet of water or where there is heavy vegetation at water level. Water is drawn through the pump and forced out this nozzle. This jet action gives your Sea-Doo watercraft its great acceleration and handling characteristics. But remember, with this marine jet drive system, if the engine is not pushing the jet of water, there will be no thrust to steer your craft. A Sea-Doo watercraft is fun for the entire family. However, many states and provinces have specific age requirements as to who may operate a watercraft. We suggest the driver be at least 16 years old. Check with local law enforcement authorities or the Coast Guard for the marine regulations in your area. Please consider the mental and physical capabilities of the user, as well as what supervision you may be able to offer during operation. A Sea-Doo watercraft is great for sharing moments with friends and family. Your operator's guide and safety handbook are an excellent way to familiarize operators with the controls and operation of your watercraft. Remember, during the initial ride, operate at low speeds in open, uncongested waters. Your Sea-Doo watercraft is designed to be operated sitting down. All riders should face forward, except when skiing with the GT models. Then a rear-facing spotter is recommended by Bombardier and is required in some states and provinces. Sea-Doo watercraft and jet boats are Class A inboard vessels, offering all the fun of more traditional boating. And because they are boats, you must follow the same marine rules and regulations as any other boat on the water. We recommend that every person on a Sea-Doo watercraft wear an appropriate Coast Guard approved flotation device. Sea-Doo offers several different kinds, so you can select one that is appropriate and comfortable. Periodically check the straps, buckles, and fasteners of your personal flotation device to make sure that there are no rips or tears and that the buckles are functioning properly. Smart operators should evaluate temperature and water conditions and wear the appropriate protective clothing, such as wetsuits, booties, and eyewear. It is very important that you stay away from protected areas and shallow water. Do not exceed idle speed in a congested area. Do not come too close to other vessels, moving or moored. Do not operate in or near swimming areas or near low-head dams. Do not jump wakes or waves. Do not splash or spin. Do not operate within 100 feet of a diver down flag. Do not cut through a regatta. Do not ride at dawn, dusk, or during evening hours, except on a jet boat equipped with factory-installed running lights. Do not overload the watercraft. Capacity limits are posted on your watercraft and jet boat. Never allow a person to ride on the jet boat sun seat unless at idle speed. Ensure that the numbers and the weight of the passengers do not restrict proper watercraft control. And do not operate under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Doing so is against the law, and even more importantly, it will impair your judgment and reaction time and could result in danger to you, your passengers, and other boaters. As the operator of a Sea-Doo watercraft, you must follow all marine right-of-way and other navigation requirements. Always stay to the right or starboard when passing or overtaking other boats. Remember the 110-degree yield zone to the right side and always stay within marked channels. Because of your Sea-Doo watercraft's exceptional maneuverability, you are far more able to alter course than most larger craft on the water. It's just common courtesy to safely get out of another craft's path. You must also heed all marine signage, including signs pertaining to the rights of shoreline owners. One of the reasons your Sea-Doo watercraft is so much fun is that it's so easy to operate and maintain. Before your ride, uncover your boat and check the steering. Make sure the jet pump nozzle pivots easily when the handlebar is turned. Then check the throttle several times for free and smooth operation. Next, remove the seat and check the oil level. Look at hose connections. Replace the seat. Start the engine and stop it twice. First by using the engine stop button, then by disconnecting the safety lanyard. This will confirm that your engine is running properly and that all safety switching is operational. And make sure you have enough fuel for your journey. Use only regular unleaded gasoline. Check the storage cover and compartment. You should always have a readily accessible fire extinguisher on board. Check your fire extinguisher periodically to be sure it is properly stored, charged, and operable. Verify that all required safety equipment is on board and available. As a Class A inboard boat, you must follow federal, state, and provincial regulations to register your boat. When you do, you'll be issued a certificate of number. This certificate is pocket-sized and must be on board whenever the boat is in operation. Check local, state, or provincial regulations for the proper way to obtain and affix these numbers to your Sea-Doo watercraft. Finally, secure the cover and look for hull damage. If necessary, drain the bilge and secure the drain plug. And you're ready to launch. Back your trailer so the water is under the hull of your boat. Then ease it into the water. Start it up and idle away. Launching is that easy. When someone else operates your watercraft or jet boat, keep in mind that you are still responsible. It's very important to show new drivers this safety video, the operator's guide and safety handbook, and to review on-product warning labels. Instruct them fully on the rules of the waterway, and train them on safe and proper operation. This training should include the use and operation of an appropriate flotation device and safety lanyard. The start-stop button. Steering. The throttle. Fuel shutoff valve. As well as right-of-way, local marine signage, and other boating information. Water should be deep enough to ensure that sand or debris is not drawn up through the intake grate. We recommend a depth of at least 3 feet. Look both ways for other boat traffic, then idle away from shore. In most areas, you're required to maintain idle speed within 100 feet of shore, docks, swimmers, or obstructions. Remember, in initial rides, to keep speeds low and operate in uncongested open waters. Skiing from a Sea-Doo watercraft or jet boat is a great way to have fun, but before you do, you should check state or provincial marine regulations. Most require that in order for a vessel to be suitable for skiing, it must have room on board for the operator and a spotter to watch the skier. There must also be room on board to pick up the skier and his equipment. The Sea-Doo GT line models are designed to meet these criteria. The spotter can face backwards comfortably for a good view of the skier. In order for communications to flow smoothly between the operator and the skier, it's important that everyone know skiing hand signals. The skier communicates these signals to the spotter, who passes them on to the driver. Should your skier go down, Be prepared to circle back immediately and pick him or her up. The easiest way to board a Sea-Doo watercraft while in the water is from the stern or rear. Make sure the engine is not running. Then just pull yourself up using the rear grab handle or seat strap, stepping on the reboarding platform. While Sea-Doo designed hulls provide exceptional stability, it is possible to roll your craft. SP, SPI, SPX, and XP models are self-righting for easy reboarding. In the unlikely event that your GT Series craft should roll, it is very important that you right it in a counterclockwise direction from the rear of the craft. If you suspect that your engine is water flooded, do not restart it. It is strongly recommended that the watercraft be serviced by an authorized dealer immediately. If for any reason the engine should overheat while you are riding, a warning beeper will sound. Stop the engine immediately. Perform the jet pump water intake and impeller cleaning procedure, and flush the cooling system. These procedures are outlined in your operator's guide. If the warning beeper continues to sound, see an authorized Sea-Doo watercraft dealer for service immediately. When you're ready to put your Sea-Doo watercraft away for the day, back your trailer until the rear is just under the water. Ease your boat up, ensuring that it is level, and secure the bow ring. Make sure the stern is securely strapped on the trailer before driving any distance. Then there are some simple steps to follow. First, rinse down the hull. Then take off the seat and open the drain plug. Rinse the engine compartment with fresh water, taking care not to spray water into the air silencer. Make sure the engine is cool. Then attach a coupler hose to the T-fitting of the flushing circuit. Start the engine first, then immediately turn on fresh water. Run the engine at idle for several seconds while spraying Sea-Doo lube generously into the hole in the flame arrestor cover, keeping the engine at fast idle for about 15 seconds. Turn off the water, shut off the engine, and disconnect the coupler hose. Spray metallic parts with Sea-Doo lube. Allow the bilge to drain fully, and then resecure the plug. Replace the seat. Make sure the fuel valve is in the off position, cover your boat, and check the security of the stern for trailering. See your authorized Sea-Doo dealer or refer to your operator's guide to prepare your boat for long-term storage. This is particularly important if you expect freezing temperatures. It is recommended that your craft be inspected by an authorized Sea-Doo watercraft dealer at least once a year. His trained technicians will be glad to answer any questions you may have to keep your Sea-Doo watercraft running at peak performance. With any motorized product, there is scheduled maintenance which must be performed. Although your authorized Sea-Doo watercraft dealer is the best place to go for all maintenance, there are some simple maintenance procedures some people may prefer to do themselves. If you choose to do this work yourself, always refer to your operator's guide for proper maintenance schedules and procedures. Owning a Sea-Doo watercraft or jet boat gives you a wonderful new freedom. Freedom that comes with knowing you can depend on the performance of a company like Bombardier, manufacturer of Learjet and Challenger jet aircraft, Ski-Doo snowmobiles, the Walt Disney World monorail systems, TGV high-speed trains for North America, and the Eurotunnel channel cars. But along with freedom comes responsibility. Responsibility to operate your boat safely, to maintain it properly, to follow all instructions in your operator's guide, and to be courteous to other people on, in, or near the water. Remember, respect the rights of others, including fishermen, other boaters, and shoreline property owners. Operate only in areas where it is permitted by law. Water pollution laws prohibit throwing trash overboard. Following these simple courtesy guidelines is critical to the future of our sport. Using common sense, maturity, and good judgment assures that your Sea-Doo watercraft will provide you with an entire world of fun. Thank you for viewing our Sea-Doo safety video. Bombardier is concerned about your safety and the future of our sport and urges you to ride safely and responsibly. The following segment is a part of our sales and marketing video and not related to the previous safety video. The riding and maneuvers are done by professional riders under ideal marine conditions.
No one knows why they play Follow the Leader, but at least we know who they've been following. Sea-Doo, the best-selling boat in the world.